Hello, good day sir. I am Perlian Sanico from Group 6 and my topic is all about policies on agrarian reform and land ownership in the Philippines under Spain. Ano nga ba ang agrarian reform? Agrarian reform, it is essentially the rustification of the whole system of agriculture. When we say rustification, it is the act of correcting something or making something right. This Agrarian Reform Act on Republic Act No. 6657 na ipinoklama o tinuguyod ng ating dating Pangulo na si Corazon Cory Aquino noong 1988. Nakapaloob sa act na ito na ang agrarian reform ay distribution of lands regardless of crops or fruits produced to farmers and regular farm workers who are landless irrespective of tenurial arrangement to include the totality of factors and support services designed to lift the economic status of the beneficiaries and all others. Itong agrarian reform na ito ay isa sa mga importanteng aspekto ng ekonomiya ng ating bansa. Bakit? Based on my research, nearly half of the population in our country is employed in the agricultural sector and most citizens live in rural areas kung saan ang pangunahing kinabubuhay nila ay ang pagsasaka. Kaya gusto ipinukala ng mga farmers ang agrarian reform law na ito para ma-provide ang landowner equalities in terms of income and opportunities, equitable land ownership, production and productivity, employment to more agricultural workers, and put an end to conflicts regarding land ownership. In our attempt to understand the development of agrarian reform in the Philippines, we turn our attention to our country's history, especially our colonial past, where we could find the root of the agrarian whose the country has experienced up to this very day. Those colonial past are the land ownership in the Philippines under Spain. When the Spaniards colonized the country, they brought with them the three systems that are the Pueblo agriculture, encomienda, and hacienda. Pueblo agriculture, where rural communities often dispersed and scattered in nature were organized into a pueblo and given land to cultivate. Families were not allowed to own their land. The King of Spain owned the land, and Filipinos were assigned to these lands to cultivate them, and they paid their colonial tributes to the Spanish authorities in the form of agricultural products. In short, simula nung tayo sinakop ng taga-Spain, ang mga Pilipino noon ay nagiging dayuhan na sa sariling lupain. Hindi sila binibigyan ng karapatan para maging landowners kundi landholders lamang, na kung saan nagtatanim sila upang ibenta ito para makabayad ng tribute or tax payment. Later on, there is a law what we call Law of Indies or Leyes de las Indias. It is the entire body of laws issued by the Spanish Crown for the American and the Asian possessions of its empire. They regulated social, physical, religious, and economic life in these areas. Ibig sabihin, itong Law of Indies, ito yung mga nangangasiwa na social, physical, political, religions, and economic life ng bansa na kanilang mga sinasakop. This Law of Indies, the Spanish Crown awarded vast tracts of land to, first, prior lands for the religious orders. Ito yung Catholic, kung saan binibigyan sila ng lupain para makapagtayo ng mga churches. Second, repartimentos for lands granted to the Spanish military as a reward for their service. Itong repartimentos, ito ay sistema by which the Crown allowed the certain colonies or the Spanish militaries to recruit the indigenous people to forced labor. Lastly, the Spanish encomenderos. It is known as Spanish colonizers. Encomenderos were those who were under the encomienda system. They were granted the right to compel indigenous people to work their land and to pay their tribute. Sila yung naka-assign para mag-collect ng mga tribute or tax ng mga native Filipino noon. Encomenderos are also mandated through these grants to convert natives to Christianity and endorse Spanish as their primary language. Noon kasi, ang mga native Filipinos have uncleared religions. Now, let's proceed to encomienda system during the Spanish era. So, ano nga ba ang system na ito? Encomienda system, also called as unfair and abusive system, because they were made to sell their products at a very low price or surrender their products to the encomenderos who resold this at a profit. Filipinos during the system were also required to render services to their encomenderos that were unrelated to farming. The system was designed to keep people that were in debt working on a piece of land. People working on hacienda as were made to stay there as long as possible using various means. In the 1860s, Spain enacted a law ordering landholders to register their land holdings, and only those who knew benefited from this. These lands were claimed and registered in others people's name, and many peasant families who were assigned to the land in earlier days of colonization were driven out, forced, or to come under the power of these people who claimed rights to land because they held a title. Filipinos fought the Philippine Revolution in a confluence of motivations, but the greatest desire for freedom would be the necessity of owning land.